Today's the day. We're pulling the engine out. I got a couple of cool things to install. I got some responsible things to install. And I've got a 4T80E to install. Yeah. I'm still waiting on my torque converter though. So, Precision Industries, if you could get snippy with that, that would be cool, man. I know it takes time, no stress. But today is the day, and what better day than today? This is gonna suck. But I'm gonna show y'all, to the best of my ability, step by step, on how to pull your 3800 out the top in your garage. Please, fair warning, I've never pulled an engine before. So if I can do it, you can do it. I'm gonna be pulling the engine and the transmission out together as one assembly. I'm going to dismount the engine and the transmission on the floor, mount the engine over there where I could work on it. The transmission, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't need it. So who wants to come get it? Anyways, let's get started. Now, first things first, let's go over what we're going to do first. Of course, we're gonna take all of our bars, our top engine stabilizers off. We're gonna unconnect all of our wiring harnesses and vacuum lines. We gotta get our turbo off and the exhaust connected to it off, our dump pipe, maybe take our radiator fan out. I don't know, it just depends on what kind of space we're working with. All of our little accessories here, battery come out. There's a lot of things that need to be unhooked to come out, and y'all see me do it. I'm gonna mount my GoPro on my windshield, going up and down, so that way y'all can get kind of a time lapse of it, and I'll document anything that's necessary to document in the process, because this is going to be probably a weekend thing for me, because I've never done this before. Make sure you have yourself an engine lift and an engine stand. You can get the stand at Harbor Freight for $100. The lift is closer to 300, but you can get away with 280. So without further ado, let's get started. Yo, that's funny. That's a catastrophic intercooler fail right there. I don't know what would cause this, but it like sucked on itself. There might be a clog in here, who knows? I mean my fluid is super clean. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Y'all tell me what would cause this. So I contacted ZZP Performance, and they explained to me that this has only happened to one other car that they have seen. This is due to a pretty extensive backfire. Yeah, so this is not common. This probably won't happen to you, but they're honoring their cores, and they're going to replace the core for me. So thank you guys for doing that. Y'all are awesome. Here's the progress we've made. I've rocked my alternator forward to get some wires and hoses out of the way. For the most part, everything on the front is disconnected. I'm gonna have to get up underneath the car and get those wires down there disconnected. Also, I gotta take my exhaust off so I can get to my transmission connector down there. ABS is disconnected. PCM and all that stuff, might leave that connected. Maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. Depends on which way the harness wants to go. Most of my vacuum lines are undone. They're just all held on to each other by zip ties. Next, I gotta do fuel lines. Fuel connectors are all disconnected as well. The fans are probably gonna need to be disconnected as well. Those might or might not be in the way. Doesn't look like it, but the starter down there is definitely going to need to be disconnected as well. The exhaust on the back end up underneath the car will need to be disconnected as well. A couple other things here and there. Finding a couple of things that I'm going to be wrapping up here real soon. And I got to find a place to mount my engine hoist to. Probably find a place for it on the manifold. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if the manifold's going to be able to hold the weight of the engine, but I don't have my mounting brackets back there. Know for a fact I'm going to mount it here and here. So I just got to find a place on the back that's sturdy enough to be hanging everything from. So probably over there and somewhere over here. But you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So my GoPro died, but say hi to Max.
Hi.
So we got our exhaust off the front, the manifold still on the back. Turns out we burned up a exhaust manifold gasket as well, so we got to replace those. Max is currently working on getting the starter disconnected. Turbo's on the floor. So while he is tidying up, making sure things are disconnected on top, I'm going to work on getting the axles undone. If you want to see how to get the axles out, check out my video. I'm going to put it right here on how to remove axles. I know it says passenger side axle, but it's the same concept. So I'm going to get to that. We have basically everything disconnected. We have AC disconnected. We have our starter disconnected. We have our AC pump disconnected, or compressor. We're working on our power steering right now. And everything, I mean, it's ready to come out. I got the axles done. Axles are out on both sides. There it is. Don't need that anymore. So we got those. All right, we got everything disconnected. Power steering is disconnected. The only things that are not disconnected is the two sensors in the back. One is being a knock sensor, and the other one, I'm not too sure, but we're gonna find out. But you know what time it is?
I do not.
Let's go around and find out time. Let's go. Time to pull the engine. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, daughter had gonna yagi, her brain fried. My lady papa Zenny, other lady popping molly, why she waiting on me? Yogin my area, yogin my area. Keep on heading if you want, I drive it like you know. I don't wanna hear you, 지겹잖아 이제 넌 like I'm Bango, cutting my hair. I just keep going though, 소신껏 날 믿고 I fly non-stop, Kelly에서 New York 구름 위로 hop on, drive out and riding birds, honeyberry counting doves. I do what I wanna do, 그게 나의 무늬원. 너넨 꿈꾸지 말만 많지, just do it. Like Nike, just do it. Get to know me and I 내 flow가 짧은 눈이 분위기는 chill. Fendi snakes on my barrel, yeah I'm feeling first class. Yo, don't cash flow. Ooh, pop it on my glass. Ooh, pop them packs. Ooh, smoke that gas. Cash play, blackjack, monkeys on my pick. 100, 200, multiply. Dollar sound, smile, lullaby.
We got it out! Yeah, we broke a transmission line, but stuff that we can't replace now that it's not in there. And it's out. This is a mess. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna paint tower struts. Not today, but we're gonna do it. This is the transmission line we left connected by accident, and yep, that needs to be replaced. But it's out. The engine is out. So we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the transmission from it and leave it with just the engine and get tearing this sucker down. All right, now that we got the engine dangling like these nuts, we're gonna take the transmission off, but we're gonna start from the bolts on the bottom, specifically being this one, and any others that cannot be taken off while the engine is sitting on the ground. And then we will work our way up and do these. And once the transmission's off, we're gonna mount the engine to said stand. Okay, we got all the bolts out. Time to separate the transmission from the engine. It's gonna take a little bit of prying because, especially if you haven't separated your transmission from your engine, since manufacturing, it's gonna be a little stuck. So let's get to it. And we have separation.
Yay!
Yay, finally. Oh my gosh. Engine separated. Yeah. Now to get that crappy flex plate off and then mount it to our stand. Alright, so there you are. You got the 3800 engine out of the car finally. Well, we're gonna move the transmission over here out of the way and get our mount up. We're gonna remove our flex plate first
But that's basically the how-to. Sorry if it wasn't very specific. There's a lot going on. Mainly it's just worrying about getting everything disconnected. It looks overwhelming, but not gonna lie, it's not that bad. Just pay attention as you're pulling it out. Your ABS module is gonna get in the way a little bit. Just maneuver around that. You're gonna need one of these. Load levelers helps a lot. So we're gonna move on to mounting it, and I'm gonna leave the video off here. So if y'all have any questions, leave them in the comments. Until then, drive easy.